wondering if she'd changed at all and if her hair was still red. Their folks had said our lives together, she was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress and Papa's banquet wasn't big enough. But I was standing on the side of the road with rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast, Lord knows of dates and Jews, getting through, tangled up in blue. Well, she was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. So we drove that car as far as we could and abandoned it out west. Split up on a dark sad night, both agreeing it was best. When she turned around to look at me as I was walking away, I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. Well, I had a job in the great North Woods. I was working as a cook for a spell, but I never did like it all that much. One day the axe just fell, so I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was looking for to be employed, working all the while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I wasn't alone, the past was close behind, and I seen a lot of women, but she'll never escape my mind. And I just grew tangled up in blue. Well, she was working in a topless place when I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of my face, the spotlight so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there at the back of my chair, saying to me, don't I know your name? Well, I muttered something underneath my breath, and she studied the lines of my face. I must admit, I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces on my shoes, tangled up in blue. Well, she lit a burner on the stove, offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you looked like the silent type. And then she opened up a book of poems, handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true to close like burning coals, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul from me to you, tangled up in blue. Well, I lived with them on Montague Street, in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Till he started in with dealing with slaves, and something inside of her died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when the bottom finally fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that